Today's episode of The Mom Game is brought to you by our friends at Gateway Buick GMC at LBJ and Jupiter. I know that buying a car can be stressful, but not at Gateway because their slogan is Gateway's got it. And just what does that mean? Well, it means Gateway's got a wide selection of new Buicks, GMCs, and GM certified used vehicles, all competitively priced. Gateway's got it. In these busy times, you want a car dealer who makes things easy and convenient. Well, guess what? Gateway's got it. When you log on to gatewaybuickgmc.com, look for the Shop, Click, Drive button. This allows you to shop from the comfort of your home, and who doesn't want that? In fact, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, select your vehicle. 2, create your offer. 3, schedule your delivery. And on top of all this, Gateway Buick GMC offers complimentary car washes for life. So when you want a dealer who has it all, Gateway's got it. You can find them online at gatewaybuickgmc.com or shop in person at LBJ and Jupiter. GMC, we are professional grade. Experience the new Buick. And welcome into episode 112 of The Mom Game. I am Emily Jones. She is Julie Dobbs. We are together.
We're together.
We're together.
It's 122, right?
122.
Yeah.
122. What did I say?
112.
Oh, no.
I know. You're not giving us 10 shows of credit there.
No, do not want to take away 10 episodes. Yes, episode 122 of The Mom Game. We are together, which will happen sporadically. Mm-hmm. Summers are crazy. You are a travel crazy person, and I am a travel crazy person. So it's all, we're making it work. Next week we'll be both virtual. And so we're going to make the most.
I'll be coming from another country.
Yes, you will. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I will be coming from Florida.
Oh.
No, I won't. I will be coming. I will be coming to you from my home in the middle of the McCoy cleanout of 2022.
Oh, wow. Because you're moving.
Moving not till October.
Okay.
But
you're doing the big cleanout.
Kids are at camp. And so next week, I have so few things on purpose because I am doing my whole massive cleanout.
Okay.
And I am so strangely excited about it. Like I had a dream about it last night.
You just did this.
I did, but I'm doing it again. And I
haven't done this like ever in my life.
I cannot wait.
And you're averaging like
and Miss Vicky will be there
2 a year.
Miss Vicky will be there Tuesday and Thursday.
Okay.
So I've like braced her. I'm like, okay, let's get all this stuff done this week so that next week she's like, okay. I'm sure she's like, oh my God.
Miss Vicky's used to it.
Miss Vicky's used to it. She's used to me. So yeah.
Okay.
So next week we'll be virtual. I'm sure I'll be like all frazzled, but excited.
I like a good frazzled, excited Emily.
I'll tell you about all my progress and how many bags of shit I've gotten rid of and all that fun stuff. Yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
So since the last time we talked, I'm having everything's running together. We haven't seen each other since did we see each other since you went to the lake house and I went to New York, Baltimore with my family?
No.
We didn't.
No.
Okay.
We didn't.
So we should talk about that.
Yeah, we should. 4th of July at my best friend's lake house was super fun. She is somebody that I really want to have on the show. And I know you want to have your best friend on your on the show. So I think we need to put that on the short list.
We've got to do that.
Of guests. She could also use a little trip away from Austin to Dallas by herself, I think. She's a mom of 3 that's just been working her ass off at moving homes. They just bought this lake house. So this was my first time to go see the new lake house. And she's done a lot. It's already like tip top shape in like 2 months. And then I'm like, how do people do this?
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to have her on the show. It was wonderful. It was a great relaxing weekend. I'm having fun with these trips where the kids, this is one great thing about kids. You can like put them in like a pot with other kids that they don't necessarily even know that well. Yep. And these ones they did because, they've seen them plenty of times. But they just all become like besties. And then now that they're getting a little older, you can shove them all in like one room with bunk beds. And they think that's so fun.
Yes.
We did it. We've done it twice now this summer. And it's just like, oh, here, this is so-and-so. Y'all sleep in a bunk bed together and have fun. And they do. And it's so fun.
Enjoy that because the older they get, then they're all bitchy about everything. Then their personalities are more established. It's not as, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're in that sweet spot.
Yeah. Like you get out of baby phase where you're like, well, I need a crib with a sound machine and my own room, and
a
everyone
monitor.
needs to be a mile away from my baby so that my baby doesn't wake up. It's like, no, this is like everyone go into this room. Here's a bunch of toys, maybe a TV if you're lucky. Go to town.
Yeah.
So that's been fun.
That's a fun little sweet spot that you're in.
Yeah.
And my kids are still pretty much there. We pretty much don't travel with anyone who we're not super close with
Right.
anyway.
Yeah.
But you know, then you have to factor in like age. You know, we're going to Florida after I picked the kids up from camp, and we're going with kids who are younger than my kids. But that we know each other so well to where I feel like it won't be an issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's fun. It's fun when you can travel with other families. It does just, I mean, we like to do certain things just as a family of 4. But it is fun to, if you can work that out with another family, and you don't feel like you have to do everything together.
Right.
All that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's a fun way to do. We'll take, like I said, a trip every once in a while where it's just the 4 of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun, and it makes things more enjoyable for the
And
parents.
the parents can hang out, the kids can hang out, all that. And then Canada will be super fun because they get to see their cousins for the first time in 2 years.
That's crazy.
And the cousins are the exact same ages, just a girl then a boy.
Oh,
but
fun.
same exact ages as my kids. So it's like if we were all in the same town, they'd all be like best friends,
Right.
but they barely get to see each other. So I'm excited for that coming up for Canada too. But yeah, that was our 4th of July. It was fun, just driving distance Lake House outside Austin.
Yeah.
And then came back, and now Kelly this week has his 1 week of work really for the summer. So it's Stars Development Camp. So this is where they have like all the young guys come that are playing on the various minor league teams throughout, you know, the system, and some of the guys that were just drafted, and they have a whole new coaching staff. So they're all getting going with that. So this week, I'm like back to on my own, and both kids are in camp in the morning. So I'm alone doing like getting 2 people somewhere, and I haven't done that in so long. It's a rude awakening. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
School's going to be hard. But we're just enjoying, you know, the rest of the summer as much as we can.
I know it's flying.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
It is. And you had some adventures.
Yeah. So we
Travel adventures, everything.
Oh my gosh. So the team went on a 3-city road trip. The Rangers did, and they went to Kansas City. I did not go to Kansas City. And so when we looked at the schedule, my girlfriends and I was like, what if y'all met me in New York and we'll go up? There was an off day in New York on Thursday. So I'm like, we could go up on Wednesday. I don't have to work till Friday. So we could have a couple days in the city, you know, go to a show, do some fun things and hang out. And so they jumped on board, and ended up Apple TV picked up the Friday game. So I ended up having Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday in the city without work, which was incredible. And so anyway, we had a blast. Getting there was a shit show because American canceled our flight at 3:30 in the morning, and we were supposed to leave like at 10. And so I wake up to go to the bathroom, and for some reason just hit the thing on my phone to check and see what time it was. And it was like, your flight has been canceled. And they like already booked me on a flight, the connecting through Charlotte. We were all on different reservations, obviously. So 3:30 in the morning, I wake up, get on the phone with American. I tweeted American. I get on the chat with American.
Is it still on your Twitter? Did you delete it?
I deleted it. They did respond, but they can't do it. They don't. They do know.
You never know.
You never know. But I mean, at that point I was desperate, and I'm like sleep deprived. So I'm like, I got to figure this out.
Panic. Yeah.
So I'm texting, we're on a group text. And so I'm texting the girls. It starts at like 3:45, and I screenshot the flight canceled, and I'm like, all I said was shit. So I give it a minute. Anybody going to respond? No. So I'm like, you girls really need to wake up. Crickets, like nothing. No. And then I'm like, I'm contemplating a FaceTime call right now. Like, I mean, I'm just panicked, trying to figure out what to do. So finally at like 4:45, one of the girls wakes up, and she's like, oh my God, what's happening? And so I was like, I'm calling you. So I call her, and she's like, what do we do? And she had gotten booked on a different flight that they just automatically book you on, which is so weird.
That is weird. You're like, I didn't agree to this.
Do this.
Yeah.
So anyway, so she's like, oh, and I just checked Southwest, and they don't have anything. There's no flights. So I, on my laptop, look on Southwest. There's like a gazillion flights. And I'm like, F that. There's a flight at 10:30. Like I'm booking us. I'm paying for the flights. We're going to figure all this out later. We are getting to New York. And so we, because I delete text. So I was like, you have to have everyone's birthday. So I don't have any, so a couple of my friends aren't on Facebook or whatever. Cause sometimes they have it. So we're trying to find out. So I'm trying to get the birthdays of the 3 other girls that are still sleeping. And so if we finally find it, Jen looks in her phone and she's like, searches her text messages for Tara birthday and it pops up. So we were able to book 5 flights. So then the rest of the girls wake up at 7 o'clock or 6:30 or whatever. And they're like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, we're booked on Southwest, 10:30, blah, blah, blah. And
good for you.
Yeah,
I'd be one of those other girls waking up and be like, is there a problem? Oh, you already solved it. Thank you.
My girlfriend, Lisa, who will come on the show eventually, she's, we call her, like when she travels, she has travel anxiety. Mm-hmm. And it's something to watch. Like she just gets real weird and like lines and needing to get in the front and all this kind of stuff. So she's like trying to figure out transportation. I had to drive. This is such, I don't know, no one cares about this, I'm sure, but it is kind of hilarious. So I had already planned to take my car to Love Field, drop it off with the Ranger, like with the other Ranger cars. So when we flew in on Sunday, when I was finally going to come home after the whole road trip was over, I would have my car there for me. And so the other girls were on their own. Well, then once we were going to Love, I'm like, why don't we just pile in my car? And they're like, then Lisa was like, well, we'll just take 2 cars. And I'm like, you're flying back into DFW. You don't want to leave your car at Love. And she's like, okay. And I was like, okay, what time do you want to meet? And she's like, this is all just too much for me. And she hung up. And I was like, okay. So I was like, and usually, and Lisa is like a problem solver. She's very much, but when it comes to stuff like that, she was like, I am out. Let me know where I need to be and what time I need to be there to get to where we're going. But I cannot be involved in the logistics of this shit show.
I understand.
And so
I'm on the same page.
So we made it there and everything was fine. We had a blast. We went to a show. We went and saw Moulin Rouge, which I was not really very geeked up about. Yeah. I don't know why.
Are you a show
I've
person?
Been to I think I've been spoiled because the 2 shows I've been to previously, Book of Mormon, incredible. Mm-hmm. Hamilton, effing incredible. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, oh, Moulin Rouge. But my sister-in-law is super into all that stuff. And she's like, I think for you girls, this will be perfect. And it was phenomenal. It was so awesome. Yes, we ate great food. We walked all over the city. We just had a great time. What's another funny story? I can't. Yeah. This is, a lot of things in my life are embarrassing. But so after the show, travel anxiety Lisa decides we need to walk through Times Square, which I'm like
just to say she'd done it.
They've all been to New York, but she's like, let's go walk. And I'm like, this sounds like a effing disaster.
Yeah.
So anyway, we all go, 5 of us walking through Times Square. And I'm like, oh my gosh, get me out of here. But I also got this like surge of energy. It's like, we're in the city. We need to party. Let's go to a club. Wow.
Yes.
So we want to go to a club.
Club in Emily.
So there's a guy sitting on like some railing on a street corner and then another guy city worker emptying the trash. And I'm like, let's go ask these guys. They're going to know. So they, they think it's hilarious. They're like, here we are, like 5 middle-aged white women, like just trying to find a
Why do you
party
think the city worker would know?
I don't know. Local? I don't know. I just didn't want to go. I didn't want to go to a touristy spot. So anyway, he tells us these couple places. He's like, and then there's this place called the Dream Club that's right by your hotel because we told him where we were staying.
Gay bar?
And no, it was not. But so we all go. Everybody gets there. You have to check your ID. And I didn't bring my ID.
Oh.
I don't know why. I just didn't bring my ID.
Out that night.
Right, out that night. Yeah. And so the guy's like super strict. And it's like, I can't let you in. I was like, oh my God, look at the wrinkles on my face. Would you like to see my C-section scar? And he goes, you don't have to be 21 to have a C-section. I was like, oh my God, like, look at me. I'm so old.
Wow.
So then I can't remember if it was me or one of my girlfriends that was like, she works for the Rangers. And I was like, oh, yeah. They were like, the Texas Rangers were like, oh, you want to see my Wikipedia page? So I shit you not.
It was your birthday, right?
Yes. Yeah. So we pull up my Wikipedia page and I don't know what happened, but they not only let us in, but they were like, right this way.
Bottle service.
Kicked people out of their table.
Gosh. Are you serious?
I swear to God. And then the manager brought us shots.
Whoa.
And I'm like, I don't know if he's confused. Like by
baseball
Wikipedia.
fans,
I don't know. No, I don't.
Well, is it maybe just that mentality in New York? Because there are so many celebrities that if they feel like someone's somewhat something, they're like, You know what I mean?
Lowest tier. My only thought was maybe he was hoping I would tell our players about it, and maybe, I don't know, but it was the strangest thing because it went from we're not letting you in to let me show you this way, kick somebody out of their table so you ladies can sit down.
That's awesome.
And then bring you a shot, when's the last time you did a shot? Oh.
No, not recently.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't do that anymore.
I don't either, but they were little tiny little shots. I don't even know what they were, but anyway, it was hilarious. And then we were there for like 45 minutes and I was like, so y'all ready to go back to the hotel? Like
that was it.
I was like, yep, that adrenaline rush, the Times Square adrenaline rush is gone.
So was it like you said it was back by the hotel.
Okay, yes.
It wasn't in Times Square.
It was a chill club. It wasn't a dance club. I think if it was a dance club, shit would have been on.
Oh yeah,
but because
you were ready to dance,
I think we were all ready. Like we had a couple glasses of wine at the show. To just sit. I'm like, I don't need to see cheesy people, and
I know
they don't need to see us, and
right.
So I was like, after about 45 minutes, we were all kind of like, well, I mean, that was fun. That's a good story. Let's go back to the hotel,
the dance club then.
So then, but by then it's like 11:45, and we were old and tired.
Bedtime. Hotel room sounds really wonderful at that point. Alone.
Yeah. So anyway, it was fun. Had a fantastic time with my girlfriends. I think we're going to try to do it. Like if I end up coming back next year, look at the schedule and see if we can do like Boston or Chicago or something like that where it works with an off day. But it was a blast. And then from there, I went to Baltimore where my family was waiting. 9 of them. My family, and then my sister and her family.
How did this happen?
Well, so
did you think this was good?
The kids went to Virginia.
That's a lot.
The kids went to Virginia to see my sister.
Yeah.
And so she's like a couple hours from Baltimore. So she looked at the schedule and was like, well, what if the kids come early and then we spend some time with them and then we meet you in Baltimore? And I'm like, brilliant. And so there's 9 of them awaiting my arrival in Baltimore. And so it was fun. We had a blast, watched the fireworks from the balcony. It was Mike and I's 13th anniversary. So it was fun to be all together. Thank you. But it was exhausting. It's exhausting to have.
Because you feel like you're entertaining, in charge and coordinating. And
yes.
Yeah. Kelly had a contingency group like that anytime he'd go back to Vancouver, and still kind of does. But his mom, who has since passed away, was like, she'd tell everyone in the world, like, and they'd come over from the islands. There'd be like 20 people, and 1 or maybe 2 times I was there too. And I know the feeling. It was like, okay, in one of the games I worked, and it was just like, got to be here, got to be there for work, got to be here for family. Is family having fun? Are they being treated well at this hotel? And do they know where to go? And then you've got to work, and it's a lot.
It is.
Yeah. So I can imagine.
Because when Mike got to Baltimore, because he flew separately because the kids were already in Virginia, he got to the hotel and it was like, they don't have us checking in till tomorrow. And I'm like, fuck. So I had to call our director of travel, Josh Shelton, God bless him. And I'm like, I think I told you the wrong thing. He's like, I got it taken care of. And
oh, nice.
So anyway,
the team hotel is where they got to stay.
Yeah. And the team hotel in Baltimore is amazeballs.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's a 4 seasons. It's really, really nice.
Cool.
Yeah. So anyway, we had a great time. I'm
confused about Baltimore.
It's confusing.
Where is it?
Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah, Maryland.
Is that where? Okay, I think I've been there. When I went to
the Inner Harbor.
Is it? Would I have stayed there when the Cowboys played the Redskins?
No.
Oh, somewhere different.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's like Annapolis.
I didn't go to Annapolis. I feel like I stayed in Baltimore.
Washington. No, the Ravens are in Baltimore.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Did you have gluten-free pizza there?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I had gluten-free pizza. Oh, no. It was when they played the Patriots.
That's in New England.
That have made sense?
Boston.
Okay. I guess I haven't been to Baltimore. I get confused.
Foxborough is where.
Okay. I don't know.
Ted's
I'll figure it all out.
Telling us what's going on. Yeah.
Maps are hard.
I mean, geography.
Maps, cities. I don't realize how I know nothing about like the East Coast. Really don't.
Yeah, same.
It doesn't make. I'm like, we have this big giant state with all these different places, and they have all these places with like a million states all right in there.
It's like, oh, you live in West Virginia, I'll meet you in New York or whatever. Yeah, it's a little wheels off.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry for that detour.
So it was fun. It was fun. It was a good trip. But I was exhausted when I got home.
Yeah, I bet.
And then straight
into a homestand.
Straight into a homestand, and then got the kids ready for camp. dropped them off at camp, and they will be there for 2 weeks.
A long time.
It is a long time. And I will tell you, last time we dropped off, it was during COVID, so you couldn't get out. So it was literally like you drive up, shove your children out the door, they grab their trunks out the back, and you say goodbye, and move along. And this time they're like, you're welcome to go the express lane, or you can come in. And I'm like, well, I'm going in. We're going in. Mm-hmm. I want to, get them set up and see everything and all that kind of stuff. But I think it was harder on the kids, and maybe even me, having a longer, more drawn out goodbye.
Yeah.
Henry got a little teary.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah. Henry got a little teary. Hattie was super quiet when we first got there.
Which isn't like Hattie.
And she's my, see you later. So I expected it from him. But then by the time we left, Hattie was like, peace, I'm out, see you later. But Henry was still a little unsure. And so, but the great thing about overnight camp now, or the one we go to, it's a small camp, which I love. There's this thing called Bunk One. Mm-hmm. And I literally, as we were leaving, I emailed my children.
Oh, cool.
And they will print it out every morning. They print them out, give them to the kids. And then if you print out a bunk reply, there's a sheet where your children can write you a note back, and then they send it back to you. So as soon as I got in the car, I emailed Hattie and Henry. And then yesterday I got a message from Hattie and then nothing from Henry. I'm like, oh, little asshole. But you're all sad about missing me.
Right.
So
he's busy, Mom.
He's busy. And then they have pictures. So you just click on the thing and it shows, is this Hattie? And it's so
yeah,
it's really
nice.
You
can still keep,
I guess it's just the day and age we live in, to where, 20 years ago, you didn't know any different when you send your kids to camp for 2 weeks. But I can't imagine not no
waiting, correspondence.
Right. Waiting for a letter in the mail.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that. So yeah. Anyway, it's been, they're going to have a blast, and then we'll go to family vacation after that. And then pretty much the summer will be over. It's insanity.
It's crazy.
It's
crazy.
Crazy.
It's already flying by.
Okay.
Awkward. Did we fizzle out?
Awkward transition. Okay. Awkward transition. That was hilarious.
We both just stopped.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's get into some sports squats.
Sports squats. I know. So we're still in that weird, funky time of year where there's not too much going on, but Rangers are keeping things interesting.
Yeah. And we're going to do sports squats because it's brought to us by Bottle Rover.
Yes, it is brought to us by a Bottle Rover, which I think, I've tried it a couple times. I think it's your turn, especially while your kids are at camp.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You should do some Bottle Rover action. And it's even better right now because, as we know, these damn gas prices are just insane.
They are.
And so it's just one more thing to kind of cross off your list where you don't have to get out of the house. If you use Bottle Rover, you can save time and gas and money. You get your drinks delivered for free with Bottle Rover. We're not talking about iced tea and sodas.
No.
We're talking about the good stuff,
Emily.
The good stuff. $50 minimum order, which is easy to do, obviously, if you're buying anything from a liquor store. Summer, obviously, there's a lot of gatherings. We just had a fun little gathering with some neighbors yesterday. If you're hosting, if you're going somewhere and you just want to cross off the list as you're going through your week of things that you need to do, and you see, I'm going to need some champagne or a bottle of vodka for this thing, whatever it is, you can pre-order and have your Bottle Rover scheduled to deliver to your house. But yes, Bottle Rover will go. They will do the shopping locally. They will have it delivered to your home. It's a great party host hack, or just a life hack, a mom hack, all of the hacks. So they make it super easy for you. Bottle Rover. Hopefully you will think about us. You will think about Bottle Rover next time you're trying to plan your booze situation. Give them a call. If you don't have the app on your phone yet, that's probably the best way to do it, to get the Bottle Rover app, or you can go to the website and do it there. But super easy, super fun. We love you, Bottle Rover.
BottleRover.com. Check them out, y'all.
So yeah, back to the sports squirts. So Rangers,
yeah, we've
won a couple.
Yeah. The road trip. Okay, so we're talking about my trip. We forgot to talk about, there was some really sketchy baseball.
Yeah.
And it was really
That's for sports squirts.
Nut punch. But so they got swept by Baltimore.
Yeah.
And But since then, Baltimore's in the middle of an 8-game winning streak. So it's like, shit. I mean, maybe they're not as bad as we all thought.
Or they're just, they've got, some momentum right now.
Yeah, so it was kind of a gut punch. So this homestand, final homestand before the All-Star break, a 10-game homestand. We're taping on Tuesday. But at this point in time, 4 games in, they're 3-1. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, off to a good start.
It's a really good start for the homestand.
It is.
Yeah.
So they're 4 games below 500 at the time of posting this. So they continue to hover. They continue to hover around 500. The offense is starting to click. The pitching is going through a little bit of a rough patch. I mean, that's to be expected. It's going to happen over the course of a 162 game season. But I feel like the offense is starting to click. I feel like the team is starting to gel. This is a relative. I mean, there's so many new guys that have never played together. You have to learn how to win together. I mean, it's a process. You can put together all the talent in the world, but you got to kind of get that chemistry thing figured out. So that's what they're doing. And Simeon and Seager are heating up, which is huge for this offense.
Yeah.
Martin,
you said they would.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, they've got too good of a track record to just fall off the map.
Right.
But the big news this week was that Martin Perez was named to the All-Star team. So proud of him. So happy for him. I wasn't there on Sunday when the announcement came down, but when I saw him on Monday, I just went out to the field and just hugged him so big. And I even got a little teary, just because I'm so proud of him, how much he's matured. I mean, I've known him since he was a kid,
Yeah.
And so to see the way that he's matured to put together the season that he has, I'm just so proud of him and so happy for him. And then the night before that, he had gotten engaged. I mean, it's just been a huge weekend for him. And he seems so happy personally. He just seems like he's in such a good place. And I hope that can continue. I hope that they can figure out a way to keep him here. He really, really wants to stay here.
Oh, good.
So yeah,
he likes us.
He likes us. He really, really likes us. He really likes us.
I like him.
I love him. I love him.
Cute.
He's adorable. He's adorable. Like my kid, adorable.
Yeah. But I was watching one of his interviews. I was like, oh, he's kind of cute.
Oh,
I didn't realize that,
Oh.
because I hadn't really paid attention.
I'll let him know you think so.
You don't have to let him know I think so.
Just kidding. But yeah, he's great. And then there's rumors that Hattie's favorite person in the world.
Are there?
There are.
Did he come back?
There are rumors.
Because of Hattie.
Because of Hattie.
Yes. We're talking about Joey Gallo.
Joey Gallo is struggling in New York.
Yeah.
It's not a good fit for him. It's just not a good fit for him.
Which is funny because when he left, everyone was like, he just needs a fresh start. Maybe this will be a good fit for him.
That is not
because he's surrounded by other people.
That's not. Yeah. I was not.
Not
in
you.
That camp, no. So anyway,
why do you think it's not a good fit for him?
New York is not. It's not
just the
Joey
vibe.
Needs
and
to
team
the vibe, right? It's the media, the pressure, the expectations. He needs to be in a more nurturing environment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to be cut from a different cloth to play and thrive in the Yankees organization. It's not easy to do. And the media is ruthless up there. The fans are ruthless. And and I say this in a good way. He's a sensitive guy. I mean, he takes that stuff to heart. Other guys can, kind of push that out and not let it enter into their thought processes. That's not the way he's wired.
Yeah. It seeps into his
absolutely,
his mindset.
Absolutely. And so, I would love to see him, if it's not us, I would love to see him go to a situation where it is conducive to him being successful. So right now, the biggest trade rumors are the Padres and the Rangers, which are obvious choices because of the history with the Rangers and then the history with AJ Preller.
That'd be really interesting if he came back.
AJ Preller, who was with us for a long time, is the GM for the Padres, and they've got a ton of old Rangers. They've got Yu Darvish, they've got Nomar Mazara, they have Jurickson Profar. So those are kind of the two natural fits because I think the Yankees are trying to move him. I think not only for their sake, but for his sake as well. I think they're like, look, we realize this isn't working and so we need to move on. So anyway, we'll see what happens. I actually did tell Hattie and I showed her the tweet and I wish I would have been rolling on her reaction. I was like, Hattie, look at this. And it was rumors, blah, blah, blah. And she was like this, she was reading. And she goes, And I was like, nothing official. I mean, she's asking all kinds of, who are we trading him for? We can't get rid of Seager or Simeon. And I'm like, we're not getting, trust me, honey, that's not happening. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see if by the time I pick her up from camp, if Joey has a new home, but she sure does. She sure does love that human.
How do you think he would fit in with these new guys? Like,
I think it'd be great.
Yeah. You think that'd be a good little,
that'd
be quite a
here's the thing
trio.
He fits in that clubhouse.
Yeah.
It's not the clubhouse.
Right.
It's all the outside
It's the
shit.
other stuff.
Yeah.
But
it's not
it'd
the
be like
clubhouse
a different team that he's coming back to is what I'm saying.
For
like,
sure.
He wouldn't be the guy. Like,
and I
it's
think
not
that's,
like it's less pressure on
for
him
sure.
to produce every time he gets up to the plate.
I think he fits into any clubhouse.
Yeah.
I just think it's all the outside, all the outside things that he needs the right fit for. And I don't think he's the only player in baseball that feels that way.
Right.
So anyway, we'll see. To be determined.
Very cool.
Yeah, I saw you had in here. Let's do what's on your feed. Let's do that on what's on your feed.
Okay.
Are you gonna ask about the Gatorade or the Powerade?
I wanted to talk a little bit more.
Powerade.
We haven't really dove into the Powerade bath situation. So we can do that on what's on your feed. That was on my feed.
It was on my feed too.
Yeah.
They're making a comeback.
There I am.
Okay.
On my own feed.
Okay. TMG News Desk. You want to hit that now, or you into what's on your feed first?
We can do the news desk. A couple things that have come across my news desk situation.
Yes.
One is
the TMG News Desk is brought to us.
We're out of practice. The TMG News Desk is
brought to us by awkward transition.
I'm just going to say everything you're saying.
Please don't. TMG News Desk.
News Desk.
Brought to you Early Bird CBD. Oh my God, stop. I can't handle it.
Okay,
I can't handle it.
I'm done.
Thank God. Brought to you, all of us, by Early Bird CBD gummies. They are a recreational hemp product that contains less than 2.5 milligrams of natural THC and less than 12.5 milligrams of CBD in each gummy. So that's the technical part. The good stuff is the way they make you feel. It just makes you chill out. I cannot tell you how often I lean on my Early Bird gummies to just kind of take me down a notch, get me in a little bit of a happy place, without any side effects as far as.
I bet they came in handy with all that travel stuff.
Yes. Like how, not having that foggy feeling the next day. So they really are just kind of that perfect little chill you out go-to for me. There are a ton of different use cases. Some folks use them to relax, some to use them to pregame. Some folks like to get a little buzz before they hit the lake or having a little party. But for me, it's just when I want to chill. So there's multiple uses for them, but I will tell you they are definitely golden. Wide range of customers from young professionals to moms to retired age folks and everyone in between. A little bit of something for everyone with Early Bird CBD gummies. And the good news for you is if you have not tried them yet, I highly encourage it. But our discount code will get you 20% off any new customer's first purchase. So the earlybirdcbd.com/TMG link will get you 20% off and automatically apply that discount. That's earlybirdcbd.com/TMG. And we've heard from a lot of listeners who have given them a try and they are fans.
Yeah, it's fun. I like hearing people's like first impressions of them, and
they're like, "Whoa!"
And you get used to like what is your you
always
do you
want to start out with one?
Do you want two?
Yeah. Start out with one. If you go straight for two, you might get a little like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
Start out with one, see how you do, and then go from there.
I just had a thought because I was thinking how I should bring him to Canada, but then I need to research and make sure I can like cross the border. I don't want to be like Brittany Griner.
Yeah. Oh, no, you don't.
And be stuck there.
No, you don't.
Because of my gummies. But no, I'm a big advocate for them as well.
Okay, so news desk, a couple of different things. Marion Barber.
Yeah.
So sad.
So yeah, he passed away a few weeks ago. And he's the former Cowboys running back, and
Were you there when?
Yeah,
I was too, and I loved him.
Yeah,
he was kind of quiet.
But
he was super nice.
He was very nice. That was like my one season there. He was a player. He actually asked me to go to the movies once.
Oh,
I didn't go, but I know I couldn't tell if it was like a maybe just a lonely thing, or maybe he had other motives. I don't know what it was, but we were like friends.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to obviously do anything weird, but he was very kind, very soft spoken, really good athlete, obviously. So when I heard that he passed away like randomly, it was quite shocking.
And there was lots of speculation about CTE, and I guess he'd reportedly been having seizures,
and
according
then some
to
mental
friends,
health,
and mental health issues,
type stuff. But just yesterday, it came out that the autopsy revealed that he had passed away from a heat stroke.
Right.
Which I didn't expect to see coming.
No. But apparently he wanted to work out when it was super hot and had the heat turned up in his house. And
like they said that the heat was turned to on in his house. It was 91 degrees.
Oh my gosh.
In his home, and something about the water running or something in the bathtub. But people who knew him said, he liked to work out in the heat, like we all do. Like
Bikram yoga.
Hot yoga. There's a lot of that. And there were weights, I guess, out. So I don't know. It's just a really sad, scary situation for him. But I just wanted to make sure and say that, that we're thinking of him and his family. And I don't know. I don't know if it's just a scary deal.
Yeah.
And the CTE thing is real too, because you hear about more and more guys struggling with that after their playing careers. But this one was very shocking.
Yeah.
So I guess I don't know what happened in the heat stroke.
But it is, regardless,
it's
tragic. It's a life lost too soon. And speaking of that, we lost Ted Nichols-Payne, who was a longtime engineer for not only the Rangers, but also the radio broadcast, but also the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Do you know Ted?
No, I don't think I had ever met him, but I know tons of people.
We weren't like great friends, but someone I saw on a daily basis, in passing. And I had just seen him Saturday. I'd brought breakfast burritos for the crew. And I was like, hey, y'all come get some, all the radio guys. I was like, y'all come get some breakfast burritos. I was like, Ted, go get a breakfast burrito if you want one. He was like, okay, thanks. And I, just never think about it. And then we're driving home from dropping the kids off at camp, and I see this tweet that's like, the Rangers are so sad to, and I was like, what on earth happened? Just so tragic. 56 or 57, 3 girls. His daughter was actually Hattie's dance teacher for a little while.
Aww.
It just breaks your heart. And I had flashbacks of Richard Durrett, who, the Do It for Durrett Foundation is named after, who we lost now, 8 years ago. In June, and you just, it's just so 56, 57, it's too early.
Did we hear
too early?
He was healthy, right? And
he was a known bike rider and hiker, outdoorsy. It wasn't.
So it was just something totally random.
It appeared to be fit and whatever, but I just feel like, and it makes me think, to myself, my dad died of a sudden heart attack. I feel like I should get my shit checked out. I don't know at what age or and I don't know what they can do. I don't know what can be, I don't know, but I feel like, should I do some sort of advanced testing?
Yeah.
My sister
can
and
at least monitor it, if you're at high risk.
I feel like I'm very active and all that kind of stuff, but I don't feel like, that stuff you
hear about it more and more, even
I
in
know,
women. It used to seem like it was mostly men.
I know. Yeah. I think it definitely is more prominent in men. But anyway, again, like you were talking about, Marion Barber, so awful. And for Ted's family and his radio family, his girls,
it's terrible.
Just it's awful.
Yeah. At least he does have those families, like the radio family and the teams and all the different places. Because how people are in the sports world. I feel like everyone kind of looks out for each other. So hopefully they'll, be in contact with his family and all of that. But it's sad. A lot of sadness.
I know. I don't want to be sad.
I don't want to be sad either. Okay. But we have to give our well wishes.
We do.
So
now let's move on to
our
happier
feed.
things. Yeah. Move on to our feed.
Yeah.
What's you have two you have one thing on here I know about. One thing on here I don't know about.
I've been on my feed a little bit more. I guess we didn't even mention we did the style duplicated
that was
switch
fun.
Over, which was so much fun. The girls we had on the last show, they allowed us onto their Instagram, and then we had them onto our Instagram. So I think I was just on Instagram a lot, yesterday. So I saw these random stories a lot.
Isn't it funny how much more polished their Instagram is than ours?
It's a lot more polished.
But
that's their thing.
It's their thing.
Yeah. We have the show, and then that's kind of a
right. I think our listeners and Instagram followers would probably be like, who's taken over Julie and Emily's Instagram feed? If
Like,
it was
why
all
why is this so good?
right. Why is this so good?
Yeah.
But I thought they did some fun things. They're super creative and they've got social media figured out.
Yeah.
To whereas we're just like, hey, you want to see my coffee? Like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know what I'm doing.
well, yeah, no clue. Like, you want to see
think
my
we're getting
hair? It's
better.
all sweaty. Like, anyway, I'm so brutal at, I just feel so dumb when it comes to social media.
It. I liked your stories about your hair.
I loved your story about the dress that came in that you ordered because you saw it on their page.
I hope she wasn't offended.
And no, she was, of course not. But then you get it and it did look like, was it as small as it looked?
Like, she's so cute. Paige is so cute and tiny, and
They both are tiny.
And so, yeah, they're both so tiny. Yes. But But I saw her in the dress is why I ordered it.
I wanted you to try on that dress so bad.
I did, and it was not for public viewing. I mean, it fit, but it just was not cute on me. Like it was her. I almost brought it today to see if you would want it.
I wish.
But then I decided I'd rather have the $30, so I'm sending it back.
Thanks for that.
Hey, back to school, all the things.
Oh yeah.
But no, I ordered it that's the thing with any of the Amazon stuff or the blogger stuff. It's all impulse ordering. Like, you don't think things through because you can click on it and then it's it can be there tomorrow. And I'm like, well, hell yeah, I want this if it's going to be here tomorrow.
I just ordered 4 different colors of the same dress that our friend Amanda Tatum recommended on her Instagram today. I clicked on it and I was like, today.
You don't even know if it fits yet?
I ordered 4 of them in different colors. It's just like a cute little cottony.
I saw her today.
Did you see
I think.
it?
Yeah,
super cute. And I was like, oh, I'll take 4 of these in 4 different colors.
because the prices are always really good.
$20. I got 4 dresses for $90. But
can I have one?
Sure. But then it's like, am I going to wear these on 4 consecutive days?
Right.
Are people going to be like, she's wearing the same dress?
There's that same dress.
But I'm so neurotic. But the thing is, I got those to replace a current set of dresses that I have in 4 different colors.
Oh.
Like, you've seen the white one that's like it's just a cotton dress, but it's kind of.
Do you have it in blue too?
I have it in red, gray, and white. The other one got ruined, but I had 4 of them, and I would wear. But this is what I do though, because I hate shopping. I'm like, oh, that's cute. I'll just get one of every color. So I was like, well, this is what I'll do. I'll buy this set of dresses.
The white one?
Yes.
That you wore to the tech thing?
Yes, that I wear the tennis shoes with.
Yeah, it's cute.
And so I'm like, I need to retire that set and I'll replace it with this set. Not 4 different dresses, but a set of the same dress in different colors. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
That's funny. And you don't even know yet if it's going to look cute.
No clue.
Okay, well, report back.
Okay, sure will.
Maybe you can wear it on the next show.
Sure will. Yeah.
That's funny. But yeah, so to finish the story, I ordered the dress that Paige wore, and it came and it looked so small, and Anna saw it and she was like, is that for me? My 4-year-old. And I was like, and then she was holding it up and it actually kind of fit her, and then she wore it as a cape and ran around the house, and then Ryder went and got his cape, and then everyone was running around in capes, and I was like, well, I was trying to be fashionable, and this is what I end up with.
This is what you get.
But that was a blast.
That was fun.
Switching Instagrams with them yesterday. One of the things, I'll just tell you about this one because I bet you this is the one that you don't know about. This thing like New York City.
Oh no, I did see that.
You did see that? They randomly put out a warning for what to do in case of a nuclear.
Who put it out? Because this was on my girlfriend text. And I'm like, is this real or is this
creepy?
Is this the same thing as the fentanyl on the dollar bill at McDonald's? Like, have you heard about this whole thing?
No.
People are like, oh, I touched a thing I picked up a $20 bill off the floor at McDonald's, and then I started fentanyl was taking over my body. And
that was on social media?
Yes. And then they're saying don't pick up money in the restroom or money on the ground.
Because it could have drugs on it?
Because it have fentanyl on it, and if fentanyl is absorbed through your skin.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm just like, I don't know what to believe anymore.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, well, if that's the case, my kids are screwed, because if they see a 20 on the ground, you better believe those greedy asses are picking that shit up.
Of course. Show me a kid who wouldn't.
Right. So then I was like, got panicked, and then like, this can't be real.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but I feel like it's not.
Okay.
I feel like that one's
just say it's not, so I can stop panicking.
Yeah, but this one was real. I mean, I think it was
who was the source?
It was like New York City travel or like one of their like main New York City websites, like for visitors. I don't know. You know, cities will have like an Instagram.
Okay.
They do. Like,
I agree.
City of whatever.
Yes.
That's what it was. And I think it was posted on TikTok or it was posted on social media. And then it obviously blew up. But it was like telling you what to do in case of a nuclear bomb and nuclear strike.
Thank God that didn't happen last week because travel anxiety Lisa would have been
Oh
on a
my
plane
gosh, she
home.
wouldn't have gone. I don't think I would have gone.
No.
But it was also creepy because it was like a robot lady showing you what to do. Like she was a lady, looked like a lady, but she was very like 3D, like, so yeah, it was really weird and telling you to go like stay inside and close your doors and find something to hide under on the inside of the room. It was very like robotic and creepy and like from the future. And that was going around yesterday. And everyone was like, what the hell do they know that they're not telling us? Like,
I didn't watch it. I just saw a screenshot of it. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I didn't want that in my subconscious.
I know. I saw it. And then it's like, why isn't this a bigger deal? If this is really, it's like, well, maybe it was just some, I don't know.
Weird thing.
Some weird thing.
Maybe it was like the bomb in Hawaii or the nuclear missile that was going to hit Hawaii.
Yes.
Right,
when someone pressed the button and it sent out the warning of nuclear missile in Hawaii, that didn't really happen. And everyone there thought that they were about to die and then they didn't. That's the deal with social media, right? You can easily get a message out so quick to so many people. So I think, knock on wood, I think everything's okay in New York City. The other thing is this video. I don't know if Ted has it or not, but did you see the video of the couple at the NHL draft?
No.
After their son was drafted.
They start making out?
Yeah. Maybe he can put it up after the fact. But yeah, it was this couple in, just like any time somebody's drafted, the camera pans to the parents. And first of all, the parents looked like my age. It really tripped me up. I'm like, ugh. But the dad and the mom leaned in and like started kissing and then like with like creepy weird tongue.
Oh no.
And like the people on the ESPN broadcasters were like, whoa, well, they're excited. It was really funny. And it went all around social media.
I don't think tongue kissing is appropriate in public.
Well, Kelly and I were talking about it because we watched it and I was like, gross. And he was like, that's not gross.
Whoa.
Like, he thought it was gross that they did it like on camera at that moment. But he kind of like, we have this. Do people tongue kiss?
Here?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, there are certain times.
I don't know. I just feel like tongue kissing like that. And it was like the way it happened.
There are certain times it's not in public. I'll
right,
tell you that.
Not in public. But
For
it was
me.
It was these
you
people.
If you want a tongue kiss in public,
That's
get
the
after
thing.
it.
Tongue kissing in public.
Well, I mean, listen, some people love each other a whole lot and they want to show the world. Whatever. I'm not tongue kissing in public. I will tell you that.
I'm not either. The dad like kind of put out, it looked like a little bit of a lizard mating call or something.
No.
He like looked at her and he was like, ugh, and like stuck his tongue out and then they went in for it. It was really weird. And it was all on TV and it was all live.
Were they sober?
They looked like this was something totally normal that they do.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really weird. But of course, that's like what anybody...
Did he honk her boobs? I mean...
No. Maybe after the camera left, maybe they just kept going. But then it showed the son and I'm like, why would... Like, the son's got to be embarrassed. Now everyone's talking about that and not like him and his future as an NHL player.
Such a strange flex.
Yeah.
Your parents.
It really was. It was really funny. But that was definitely going around my feed a lot. And then the other thing I just want to talk about, we haven't really talked about your whole, Emily is like known for working for the Rangers and getting covered in Powerade.
Yeah. 25 years
one
in
last
television.
night.
Yeah. So it's funny, when I first started covering the Rangers, it was pies, like shaving cream pie and whipped cream pie. So that was the thing. And that was like mainly an Elvis wanting to get Michael Young. Like that's where it kind of, and then that became a thing. And then we went from the shaving cream or whipped cream pie in the face to the Powerade baths or water, whatever's in the cooler. There's usually two coolers. There is always two coolers, one with Powerade, one with water. And so that started when the Rangers were really good. That became a thing to where it was, and it went on for a while and it became, a lot of moments that I was a part of were associated with that. And whatever.
Yeah, because it's always a big game. It's like
now it's a win. And so the thing is, it's funny because
a win is a big
win,
game.
right? I mean, listen, it ain't easy to win in Major League Baseball or any professional sport for that matter. So whatever. But when we were under new leadership, when I was still I was actually working for the Rangers. Bally's had new leadership that you're familiar with, and I remember them coming in and basically asking me to tell the players to stop that. And I was like, good one. Just FYI.
Are you serious?
I'm not telling the players to do anything. I'm not the boss of them.
Yeah.
I'm not their mom. I'm not going to ask, young men, you cut this out right now. Like, what? No, I'm not going to tell them to stop. That's not my place. Terrible. So anyway, it's kind of gone on when we were bad, when we were not winning a lot of games, it kind of went away. And then obviously COVID happened, it went away, but, and then it didn't happen, I don't think at all last year, but Martin Perez, trying so hard, has kind of brought it back, because he's the only one doing it. I mean, he is the only one doing it.
It's always him.
Yeah. And so he started it a little bit earlier in the season. And then he's just kind of continued it. And it's not every game that we win. It's not, I mean, sometimes on the road it won't happen. I just kind of, I don't know. It's whatever.
When they're feeling it.
Whatever Martin, whenever he's
Does he have
it.
like helpers?
He doesn't.
Okay.
It's a one-man show.
Wow.
And so
awesome.
The good news is Martin and I have a pretty good understanding of, he's not trying to get me. Whatever. And so we kind of have a little, and most of the guys know it now at this point that it's coming. Some guys forget. Cole Calhoun switched spaces with me, so it didn't happen to him. If they don't really want it or if they think about it, they can get out of it. I just always go to that side. I don't know why. I could position myself, but I don't know why. It's
the better side. So you're not getting.
Well, I mean, right. So it's just been, so I can at least know if it's coming. Because they're not meant for me.
Right.
They're meant, I mean, there's only been one time where it's been meant for me and it got me.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so it's their thing. I mean, and
it's so fun.
Our clubhouse manager even last night was like, cause I got it last night.
Yeah.
And I wore it pretty good. And he was like, do you get annoyed by that? And I was like, you know what? It's not my, it's not my thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my place to say yay or nay or that's stupid, or it's their thing. It's their team.
Yeah.
They can do whatever
You're
the hell they want.
There.
I'm just there.
Yeah.
Trying to stay out of the way.
Right.
But it's their thing. If that's what they want to do, fine. But you know what? I mean, at the end of the day, I always come back to, if that's happening, it means something good has happened.
Yeah.
It means we've won. It means whatever. And so at this point in my life, I just don't effing care. Like, whatever. If that's what they want to do, get after it.
Yeah.
If they want to, like I think it's the Red Sox that wheel each other in a laundry cart through the dugout. Whatever you want, give each other a big old chain or a wrestling belt. I don't care. Whatever they want to do is fine.
Yeah.
It's their team.
Yeah.
And so whatever. I'm just like, do whatever you want. I try to stay out of the way. I definitely don't want to wear it. I definitely don't want that. It's not fun.
Right.
But it's totally their thing.
Dry cleaning bills. Yeah.
Yeah. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah. But that's good. That's a good attitude to have.
Yeah,
You're like, I'm just here. I'm just
place.
doing my job. And if they want to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think the fans do love it. I mean, they're like, why is that the one picture that circulates on social media?
Oh my gosh.
That's
the
what
fans,
everybody's talking about.
That's why I say, like, not that I get annoyed, but I'm like, I feel like I like to think that over a 25-year broadcasting career, like, I've done some good things, like I've some good interviews and all that kind of stuff. And it is literally like, that is what everyone wants to talk about.
I've witnessed it. Yeah.
And it's just like,
oh, Emily, you're the one that got covered in blah, blah, blah.
And it's like, so anyway, again, not going to
How many dresses have you had ruined?
Oh, the dry cleaning talk, all that stuff. But it's like, well, it could be worse. It could
definitely be worse.
So,
it means we're having fun here.
Yeah, we're having fun.
We're having fun. But yeah, I always feel a little. Oh, and I stalked you the other night. I like watching you on TV.
Oh my gosh! Right fast before we're getting long, but we have to talk about this.
Yeah,
the leg exercises, being fed sausage in the pool. I could not stop laughing.
That's very weird.
So you do. Julie, if y'all haven't, if you didn't see it, you missed out because it's Julie in the pool.
See, our social media can be good sometimes.
That was amazing. After a couple of cocktails, I think.
Yeah.
And you're standing by the pool and you're talking about, I don't know, I guess Kelly's grilling and blah, blah, whatever. And so Julie comes back on and is like, oh, it cut me off. But basically what I was trying to tell you is I'm doing leg exercises in the pool while being fed sausage. And I was like, oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear. She
Yeah.
just walked into a giant trap. Or I'm thinking maybe not everyone has this mind of a 12-year-old boy.
I never even thought about it like that until right now.
What?
Yeah. Oh,
leg
gross.
exercises
Because
in the
of
pool
sausage?
while being fed sausage?
Oh, no. Oh, no. That's bad. I didn't mean to say it like that.
Well, see, maybe everyone's normal like you.
It was just literally what was happening.
I immediately went to my 12-year-old boy
Gross.
sense of humor. And I'm like,
say that.
Oh, I bet she was.
I bet you were.
That's what she said. Like, that's where my mind goes. And
That's
your
funny.
mind didn't go there.
No,
ever.
not at all.
My mind went straight there.
Yeah, it did. Oh, that's embarrassing.
And then you did the dancing sausage. Like,
I was
this is
entertaining
too
myself.
good. Oh, yeah.
Well, it was just Kelly and I out there. I think the kids had been asleep, and I have this like thing where now anytime I'm in the pool, I'm trying to get rid of my inner thigh fat.
Okay.
And so I don't want them to touch when I walk. I don't want my thighs to touch when I walk. It's driving me crazy.
Good luck on that, Ace. Not just you, like in general. Like,
I know.
Haven't we reached the age where that's not even possible?
No, it can be done.
Oh, okay.
I bet yours don't.
Oh, yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, at the top.
Maybe the very top, but not like your whole leg. Like I don't want to feel anything like clapping like when I'm walking, and you know, right? When all of a sudden it's worse than it used to be. And so I've been kind of obsessed with it. So if I'm in the pool, it's very good, like resistance exercise, the water. So, and especially if I've had a drink or two, I'm like, oh, now I'm really going to get my workout in because I didn't do shit today. And right now's the time.
Yes.
And so I'm sitting there like doing all these leg workouts, and Kelly's grilling sausage, and he brings it over to me, and I didn't want to get out of the pool. So I was like, so he was feeding me sausage. There was nothing gross about it. He was feeding me sausage.
I mean, if it was chicken, it would be different.
Leg exercises.
Yeah, but just the whole leg exercises in the pool, being fed sausage. The sausage is what set me off.
Yeah, that's just a bad word, I guess,
Sausage.
to use like in any form, social media.
I mean, if it were like sushi or a salad.
Although sushi can be sexualized too.
Really?
Yeah. There was that scene in Sex and the City where Samantha laid naked, covered in sushi.
I went to a party one time where they had that.
People do that. What kind of party are you going to?
It was for Tommy Armour III. Like it was during Byron Nelson.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that his name?
And
it was at his house, and there was a naked lady with saran wrap on her with sushi all over.
Oh my gosh. And was everyone just acting like it was normal?
Oh, totally.
At
And I was
least
like,
she had saran
there's
wrap
the naked
on.
sushi lady again. Like fucking Plainview. Like we didn't even fucking have sushi in Plainview, much less displayed on a naked woman wrapped in saran
That's what I'm
wrap.
saying. It's a thing.
So,
it's a thing.
Yeah. So anyway,
But now I'll be more aware of
or don't.
my weird things that I'm doing.
Or
and
maybe
saying.
I could keep my 12-year-old boy sense of humor thoughts in my head.
No, it's fine. I just thought you thought the whole thing was funny, but you were thinking that. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Well,
I went there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's me.
That is.
How I roll.
Yeah, that's me. That's me too.
And that's you. That is us.
Okay.
This is us.
Yeah, this is us. Okay. Next week we are virtual. I'll be in the middle of the great McCoy cleanup of 2022.
Can't wait.
You'll be in Canada.
I'll be in Canada.
All right. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
This is a fun show. I'm glad we got to catch up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It was good.
Okay.
We'll keep working on our inner thighs.
Keep on working on the inner thighs. All right. We'll see you next time, you guys. Thanks for being with us. In the meantime, Mom Game
Mom game out.
out.